Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. In this video I would like to show you how I set up my daycare room. Well, let's get started. Let me show you with just a little overview of the room. Okay, and then I'm gonna start in this section. I kind of have it divided almost like into two sections. So here is the section where children eat, as well as here. I do not have this many children. I tend to have maybe 2 or 3 that require sitting in these chairs, and then I probably will have 2 or 3 that require sitting here, no more than 5. So I like this table because I found that it just works so much better for me than the high chairs themselves. So and I've had this table for a while now, and I do quite like it. So over here I keep my files as well as all my dishes and my utensils, as well as I keep my menus in here. Oh, I have some, this doesn't belong here, but I have my menus in here that I post, a couple tools that I need on both of these, and then I have utensils, and these are empty for, these two are empty for now. And over here I have a bin where I set up for my weekly circle time. So we're doing spring next week, so I have all of my spring supplies in here that I will be using for circle time. And then on Monday I will divide it all up into these bags that are, say, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So I just pull out the bag and I know what I'm doing for circle time. Then I have a roll of painting paper, and over here I keep all the crafts that I had forgot to pack up for kids to take home that we did. So, and they all are labeled with names. And then over here is my sensory storage, so, and a sensory table as well as my easel. So I keep my Play-Doh tools that I use when we do Play-Doh. There's some more tools in here. This is clay and some more clay. Then I have a bottle of water that I fill up when I need for crafts. I've got shaving cream, I've got Play-Doh, extra Play-Doh, moon sand, we've been using it. I've got some dirt with insects and flowers ready for next week's sensory table. I've got corn, and I have some sand with seashells. So I change up my sensory table depending on the theme that I'm doing. Then over here I store diaper creams. As you can see, it's labeled. These are bibs for crafts, so like old t-shirts or what are they called, the smocks for during painting, and then these are for bibs during eating time. And then I have diapers, and I use these hanging labels that I had pinned with safety pins on to know who the diapers belong to. And then I also have a bin with sunscreen and swimmers for summer. Then over here is my kind of like command center where I write down lunches for the whole week. And then I have my monthly plan, and then I have my weekly plan. And then over here I just keep notes that I need. So like I'll have the rest of the weekly plans in here for the month, and because I make up them a month ahead, and then any other notes that I need to keep here I will keep here. So then moving on, over here is where I keep my weekly crafts, and I had actually already set up my crafts for next week. So we're planting flowers, so I just have to go buy some seeds, and that's what we're doing then. So the kids are gonna decorate the these clay pots, and then we're gonna plant some flowers in them with dirt and stuff like that. And then the following day we do sponge painting, and they're all themed spring sponges. Then on Wednesday we're gonna do bird feeders, decorate those, and then got some butterflies that they can decorate with stickers. So depending on the age group of kids that I have is how I divide. If I have younger kids, it'll be a simpler craft. If I have a bit of older children, it'll be more complicated craft. So over here I just have some craft supplies. So I got glue sticks, scissors, some craft bowls, bingo dabbers, we've got paint. I feel these are old deodorant rollers that I had cleaned up, and I filled them with water paint, and then they can roll them on. Some cups, some powdered paint, some finger paints over here, and then some papers and things I have cut up for them to do. And I usually buy these decorative tablecloths to go over the table while we craft. So, and they're usually like, I'll do Easter, spring theme, like whatever the theme is, or a season, I'll use that, because I don't have a tablecloth for every theme, but if I can find it for a theme, I will buy it. And then over here I've got some paintbrushes, crayons, markers, and I use these for liquid glue, the tongue depressors, or popsicle sticks, I guess. So then moving on, here is where our play area is. So usually on this board I will have it decorated to a theme, and then we have a kitchen center. I have to rotate my toys for the week. Some of them I have added insects, and then I have a chalkboard that I don't recommend because it's a lot of mess, and my calendar board over here, and then my book center with the mat. And I usually try to rotate books monthly because I will include books for the month that we're covering the theme. I just found that changing them every week doesn't give chance for the kids to go through all the books or to even familiarize themselves with the book. So I keep them up for a month. And that's my reading chair over here. And then, okay, focus. I got my calendar supplies hanging over here. And these are from 31. And I quite like them because you can attach them or detach them at the back. So if you need only one, you don't have to have both of them up here. So, and then, yeah, so that's about it. I have a house here, and here's the long view from here. And oh yeah, we don't have our basement completely finished, so my ceiling is open. So to make it look prettier, I hung up these spring outdoor lanterns together with butterflies. I thought it was fitting for a spring theme. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please like and subscribe. Thank you.